What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jay Corbett of Team Sanctum, and we're back at it again with my boy Alex, captain of Team Sanctum here, and he has a variation of hat which he has dubbed Sanctum Stun. So, how'd you do today in the locals with this?
I did bad. I lost every game. No, I'm just kidding. I did good. The games that I bricked, I lost obviously, but there was 5 rounds. I won 3 of those rounds. The two rounds that I lost, I went into game 3. One of them was they both were against just really not scrubby stuff, but it just wasn't what you would expect. But everything competitive level, I beat really easily. So that's why we decided kind of deck profile would be a good idea.
All right, that's good. That's good. All right, so
I lost to Magic Specters and Guardians.
Oh, those really aren't meta, but they are good decks, though.
Magic Specters are okay.
Yeah. Alright, so let's get into this deck profile, buddy.
Okay, so a little bit about the deck. You only play 12 monsters, right? In the deck, you play 2 Thunder King. Thunder King against Zodiac, Thunder King against Metal Foes, against DDD is really, really, really good, because if you hit their key monsters, they can't continue plays. I hit the first Xyz monster against the Zodiac player, and he ended up with no monsters on his board at the end of the turn, because it was like this and a couple traps, and yeah, you just kind of lose. And then you go 3 Myrmelio for, the trap holes, which is good, and then basically built-in MST. Double Diana for the special summons of the Myrmelio, special summons of itself, yada yada yada. Make Xyz. Basically, you want to use this to make Rafflesia. If you have to, call the Haunted Disc, get a trap hole back if you're running low. And then that's it for the trap tricks. Then you play triple Scythe, extra deck. What more could you say? One more Ultra because only have 1. Pop cards, doesn't target. Bagel Tech if you draw too many artifacts. That's it for the monsters. That's all you play. Absolutely no hands. And that's why, we were saying earlier, oh, it's a variation of hat. It's a different deck, essentially. And then the card that was the MVP today, Triple Mage Power. Now today when I was playing, there was only 2 Mage Power, and then there was 2 Moon Mirror Shield. This deck, I don't recommend playing Moon Mirror Shield because your monsters are already decently big, and so even one activation of Mage Power makes them already a lot bigger than your opponent's monsters. And Moon Mirror Shield doesn't help with direct attacks. Mage Power does. So, and then another thing that makes this deck different: Triple Demise. So. You only play a few monsters. If you draw the artifacts and stuff like that, Demise still isn't bad because we played triple Call of the Haunted. So if you get a Scythe and you have a Call of the Haunted in hand off of a Demise, discarding the Scythe isn't bad because you can call it back and not waste your Sanctums. So. Double Instant Fusion because the extra deck plays Norden and Panzer Dragon. Panzer Dragon's pretty good because it lets you go into others. Let's go into Pleiades, let's go into Durendal. 1 Day of Peace. This is the other card that was Moon Mirror Shield, but this is really good because you're not always trying to push every turn, and this protects you if you don't really draw very well. So, Double Ignition, Combo Maker with Bagel Tech, pops a Scythe. If you accidentally draw the Scythe, clears the artifacts out and acts as an MST. So. A lot of people are cutting this out of artifact engines. I don't think you should do that. It is called Ignition for a reason. It starts the deck up when you don't have Sanctum. So, Upstart, 39 card deck. That's it for the spells. The rest of the deck is completely traps. So for the trap hole lineup, you play double Floodgate. These are really good against Magic Specters because they can't be destroyed by card effects, but you can put them face down. The issue is they can still tribute for cost off of certain effects, so you don't really want to do that. So anything that says that they contribute the face down cards. So this doesn't really work against them very well. But this works like Quaking, if you don't know. So it has to stay face down. They can't change it with card effects, anything like that. They have to tribute it or destroy it. So that ends up being real good. Double time space, MVP, going against a lot of different things. Put it back in the deck. Stops Toad, stops a few other things. One bottomless. It's bottomless. And then one Trap Tricks, Trap Hole Nightmare. Rat when it's special summon, or not Rat. What am I talking about? Some of the Zodiacs, when they special summon them, they're going to use their effects. Mithrilium, when Metal Foe special summon them, it uses an effect usually. So like, you want to get rid of it. All right, and that's it for the trap holes. And then you have Triple Sanctum. Get the sights out. Morale Tech if you need to pop something. Bagel Tech if you need to clear out the other artifacts. Then you have Triple Call the Haunted. Because you play the Demise, you're going to discard your monsters. You want to special summon them back. And then negation stuff, Double Strike. 3 if you want to play it, but I just played 2. Then 1 warning, just to stop some normal summons. Someone tried to summon Denko, and I warned the Denko, so that was really good. And 1 emptiness, because if you make a board like Thunder King, 4 back row, and then a Mage Power, one of these being an emptiness, like, you win. So.
Alright, so you have side deck and extra deck for us?
Yeah, I have a side deck. Side deck looks a little wonky. So if I was going first and I would side out 2 of the draw cards for Mirror Force, just because, like, if you don't draw well, you don't have a lot of other stuff. I didn't play Quaking or things like that because of... I don't know. I just personally dislike Mirror Force, but yeah. Then Regeki, Double Dark Hole, clearing boards if they make me go second. Like if I win game 1 or something like that, and I know they're gonna make me go second because they don't want me to set cards. These were in the main deck, so these are really bad in this deck. They're not the greatest really. Every time I had it, I didn't play it. Double Swords of Concealing Light. I went against Cardian, and this was really good against them. Not necessarily like what you would want to expect, but like things like Crystal Wing, boards of just big monsters with a lot of effects and negations. This shuts down, and I really like it going second. Foolish, and that complements with Trick Clown. If they make you go second, it's a special summoning engine that works really well. Helps you get to like Utopia Lightning to beat overboards. Get into Dweller. Helps you get into Honor Arc if you need to absorb a monster, things like that. I did this once and got it off once, and it was really good when I did so. Triple System down. I didn't play a single ABC player today. It's okay though. But it was 4 ABC. And 1 Lancia. Not 2 because you don't want to play hand traps in a Demise deck, so you want this to stay in the deck until you can Sanctum it out and then tribute it off for its effect to keep your opponent from banishing. So that's the side deck. Extra deck is not organized, but we'll go through it still. Okay. So, instant fusion targets, we have 3. Panzer Dragon, Norden, Thousand Eyes. A lot of people ask me why I played Thousand Eyes. You play Thousand Eyes because you play Triple Call the Haunted, and you have a lot of stuff that you don't necessarily like. You need removal, and this is a source of removal for the deck. And you can call the Haunted it back out because instant fusion makes it count as a fusion summon. So it was technically summoned successfully by its own right in the mechanic. And Norden should be self-explanatory. And Panzer helps you make Pleiades. 1 Honor Arc, taking things. Ragnar Zero. This is against Zodiac, so their attack becomes equal to the combined attacks of all the Zodiacs on them. So Ragnar Zero is always live against Zodiac. Get to pop stuff, draw a card. They don't get their stuff. It's a quick effect. It's very good. Ragnar Zero is for metal foes when they try to make Alcahest or Mithrilium. Make it target.
Gorgon.
What did I say it was?
You said Ragnar Zero.
Oh, I'm tired. Karen Gorgon, redirect the targets. Good stuff. Emerald, late game. If you only played 12 main deck monsters, if they're like getting low, put them back in the deck, draw cards. Dweller, I got this off once today. It was really good. I was going against Paleozoic Frogs, and I beat that guy. 2-0'd him, by the way. Dweller stopped all his graveyard effects. Pleiades, it's a Pleiades. Compulse. Then you play double Rafflesia. I might take one of these out for a Volcasaurus. There's a time when I needed a Volcasaurus today, and I would have won had I had it. So would have made today look a lot different. But I played 2 because when people see Trap Tricks, they know there's a Rafflesia coming sometime soon. So they don't strike the other stuff, they strike the Rafflesia. So I was like, well, if they strike one, I need to make sure I have another. Castell, removal. So, Durandal. This is actually really busted. Because a lot of people forget all the time that it is also monster effects that it can change. So, I have this on the board. I go to activate normal summon Murmelio. Someone chains Crystal Wing, and I chain this to their Crystal Wing, making it pop a back row, summoning like a Moral Tuck after forcing them to pop an artifact or something like that. Happened once today. It was pretty funny. And then the Utopia package for beating over stuff. Because if I can't get this out and do some stupid negations, or I don't stop a Crystal Wing before it happens, I need to kill it with this. So, Crystal Wing killer.
Man, this deck looks pretty beautiful, Alex, man. So, what is your advice to some people who may want to build this deck or want to play it?
Be patient. Learn the combos. Learn when to activate things and when not to. It's not always good to activate all of your triples all the time. So, that's kind of the key, is hit the boss monsters, understand other decks. So.
Alright, it's good, man. Thank you again, Alex, for coming back on the channel. This is Jay Corbett. Remember to like this video, subscribe to Team Sanctum for more deck profiles, duel videos, and other stuff. And as always, it's your boy Jay Corbett, signing out.